Health tips: how to stay healthy in the heat. With the onset of hot weather, exacerbation of chronic diseases is possible. In addition, excessive exposure to heat can cause heat stroke. In the zone of increased attention are children under 5 years of age, especially children of the first year of life, the elderly, patients with diabetes mellitus. To maintain good health in the summer heat, doctors recommend: 1. Limit your stay on the street, especially from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you need to go outside, try to move on the shaded side. 2. Choose light, spacious clothes made from light natural fabrics, cotton, linen, silk. Avoid wearing tight belts and belts that impair blood circulation. Wear wide-brimmed hats or panamas that completely cover your head and face from the sun's rays. In the heat, it is also worth abandoning shoes with heels to avoid puffiness. 3. Use sunscreen not only on the beach, but also when going outside to prevent photoaging of the skin. 4. Observe the water and drinking regime. In the heat, you need to drink at least 1.5 to 2 liters of fluid per day. However, patients with cardiovascular insufficiency should limit the amount of fluid they drink. Drink often in small portions, 100 to 200 milliliters every hour. Give up coffee and sugary carbonated drinks in favor of still water, berry and fruit compotes. Eliminate alcohol completely, it causes dehydration. 5. Pay attention to nutrition. In hot weather, give preference to vegetables and fruits. Avoid overly fatty and salty foods. Patients with cardiovascular diseases are recommended to include fish in their diet, especially sea fish. 6. In the heat, the risk of acute intestinal infections increases. Food must be thoroughly cooked. Do not leave cooked food at room temperature, and do not store it for a long time in the refrigerator. Buy only fresh and whole fruits and vegetables. Use boiled or bottled water to drink. Rinse vegetables and fruits thoroughly under running tap water, and for children, additionally rinse with boiled or bottled water. Do not buy food on the beach. It is not known in what sanitary conditions it is prepared and how long it is stored. At the first sign of food poisoning, you should immediately consult a doctor. 7. When using the air conditioner, so that there is no sharp temperature difference, the temperature in the room should be set not much lower than outside. The optimal difference is not more than 5 degrees. The air conditioner should be at a distance of 2 to 3 meters from the person and located so that there is no draft, otherwise it can cause acute respiratory diseases. 8. At home, do wet cleaning more often, shade the windows. 9. Recommendations for drivers. For people with health problems, it is advisable to stop driving in the heat. In no case should children be left in a locked car, as the cabin is extremely hot, which can lead to heat stroke, even fatal consequences. Be aware of the responsibility for pets. They should also not be locked in the car. 10. Patients with chronic diseases should carry their prescribed medications with them and take them as directed. In case of health problems, consult a doctor. 11. In case of heat stroke, a person should be transferred to the shade, raise his legs, give water at room temperature to drink, wipe his body with a wet towel and put a wet compress on his head. If within 30 minutes the condition does not improve, you need to call an ambulance. On hot days, when thermometers show at least 25 degrees Celsius, you need to reduce the time you spend outside. This is especially true for the elderly, young children, as well as those who suffer from arterial hypertension and other cardiovascular diseases. Therefore, it is better to plan walks with children or dog walking for hours when there is still no heat or it has subsided. As a rule, this time is before 10:00 and after 16:00. But if the weather is very hot, when the temperature rises to 30 degrees Celsius and above, then it is better to take walks before 9:00 and after 19:00 to 20:00 hours. Commuting and evening walks. The same goes for commuting to work. Those whose working day starts at 8:00 to 9:00 still have time to catch the morning chill. However, if the day is expected to be hot, we recommend that you leave the house earlier than the usual schedule so that it is more comfortable to get to work. Those who are forced to be outside after 10 a.m. may be advised to stay in the shade and walk slowly. Be sure to bring drinking water with you and do not neglect hats. Carry neutral scented wet wipes with you to freshen up your face or wipe your hands after riding public transport. On the evening journey home from the office, also stock up on drinking water, do it as slowly as possible. In the hours of evening coolness, try not to reduce physical activity. A sedentary lifestyle in hot weather can provoke an exacerbation of hypertension, increase the risk of thrombosis. Therefore, evening walks at a comfortable temperature will be useful. Choice of clothes. When choosing clothes, attention should be paid to loose items made from natural fabrics that allow air to pass through well. Clothing made from synthetic fabrics will not allow air to reach the skin, which can lead to overheating. To avoid skin burns, do not wear excessively revealing clothing and use sunscreen. And don't be afraid to wear hats. Staying indoors. If you have the opportunity, do not go outside during the peak hours of a hot day. While indoors, do not open windows and balcony doors. So you can limit the access to the room of overheated air from the street and maintain a comfortable temperature in the apartment. Don't overuse your conditioner. Turning it on at temperatures that are too low can lead to heat shock if you do have to go outside during the hot hours, to colds, and sometimes pneumonia. It is much more beneficial to take a cool shower several times during the day. Nutrition. In the hot season, to maintain good health, it is worth reviewing your diet. Eliminate the consumption of alcohol, spicy, fried, fatty or smoked foods, sugary carbonated drinks. To avoid dehydration, drink more plain drinking water or water with lemon, mint, eat more vegetables and fruits. If you still feel weakness, headache, dizziness, nausea, chills, you need to seek medical help. It is possible that these symptoms indicate heat stroke, which is dangerous to health, and sometimes to life.